Welcome to Geography at Somervale School. Geography at GCSE is taught by Mrs Day and Miss Stoll. Geography GCSE is made up of three components. Component 1, which we start at the beginning of Year 10, is called Global Geographical Issues. There are 3 topics within this, and the same within that exam. Topic 1 is called Hazardous Earth, and we cover subjects such as climate change, different types of extreme weather, hurricanes and tectonics with volcanoes and earthquakes. Topic 2 is called Development Dynamics. Here we start to look at different countries across the world, the different levels of development, the global inequality, and how this affects the different types of lives within these countries. Topic 3, look at the challenges of an urbanising world. Here we look at urbanisation, the fact that 83% of the world's population have started to live in urban areas. We look at 20 megacities across the world and how these have grown and how this is changing the lives of people. After component 1, we move on to component 2. Now, component 2 is called UK Geographical Issues. Here we have topic 4, topic 5 and topic 6. Topic 4 is looking at the UK's evolving physical landscape. So this is our traditional physical geography. We look at coasts, we look at geology of the ground, the landscapes, the processes and the management. We also look at rivers and how the landscapes of the rivers are changing due to the processes. Topic 5, we look at the UK's evolving human landscape. So here we start to look at our urban areas, the models of urban development, migration of people and how that has changed populations, different job sections, globalisation, rebranding, sustainability and the different types of housing we find across the UK. Topic 6 is called Geographical Investigations. Now this is field trip. We have 2 field trips. We have one that is based on topic 4 where we visit the coastline, and we have one that is based on topic 5 where we visit an urban area. Both of these different field trips are used within your exam, and there is no coursework that you would base these on. After topic 2, we move on to component 3. Component 3 is called People and the Environment. Here we look at topic 7, topic 8 and topic 9. Topic 7 is quite a small one, and here we look at people in the biosphere. So we start to identify the different biomes that we can find around the world, the climate that it has, the factors that change these different biomes, and how we use these different areas. We look at the trends of population and how we use our resources, and how unfortunately these biomes are starting to suffer from threats. This moves us on to topic 8, where we start to specifically look at tropical rainforests and taiga forests. And here we start to look at how they are so rich in nutrients through the nutrient cycle. We look at what deforestation is doing, climate change, exploitation, the hazards that they're facing, and then the solutions and the management using sort of examples of charities. Topic 9, we move on to consuming energy resources, and here we look at the different types of energy that there is, the impacts that it has, how sort of strong the access to that type of energy is, and the global patterns of energy use, so which countries are using more or less. And then we start to look at the distribution, so who's producing it, who's consuming it. And then we start and finish with international relations. The assessment at GCSE Geography is based over 3 exams. Each of the components that I've just gone through is 1 exam. Each exam is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. The first exam, component 1, is 94 marks, and it's worth 37.5% of your GCSE. Within this exam, there are multiple choice questions. There can be calculations. They tend to have a few short and open questions. And we also have an extended writing question at the end of each topic worth 8 marks. This would generally be about 1 large paragraph. Component 2 has the exact same structure as component 1, the same types of questions, the same percentage and the same time. Component 3 is also 1 hour and 30 minutes. However, there are a lot less marks to get from this one, and it's worth 25% of your GCSE. This is often known as a decision-making exam, and here you have one question at the end where you are given 3 possible options to choose from. There are no right or wrong answers, and you pick the one that you would like to go for and you explain the reason why. For this particular exam, you are also given a resource booklet. A lot of students like this because all the answers are found in the resource booklet, but it's more to do with the fact that you have to look at the booklet, you have to interpret the resources and work out the answers from it. These are some of our students' work. At GCSE Geography, we recently moved in the last year or so from writing down from a PowerPoint to booklets. Each lesson, students are given a pre-made booklet where the majority of the most important content is pre-typed, and they have to do things with that particular content. So you can see here students have highlighted some of the key information. They may have had to fill in some of the missing information, and then they've had to process it. So they've had to evaluate it, they've had to come up with their own opinions, and they're also doing GCSE questions. You can see here in the bottom right that each booklet is given an extension task, so a 6+ task. So here they have to do one particular task that extends their work. It makes them have to think about it a little bit more. Most of our students really enjoy these booklets because you can see we focus on the keywords for each lesson, we link it to the specification, and we give them 3 lesson objectives which are differentiated. Our students can process the work and they can revise from it, and each booklet is graded with a P for if they're on target, a P+ if they're above, or a P- if they're below. At the end of the booklet, you will see there are some exam questions. Every lesson, students complete a variety of exam questions depending on their level. If you look at the bottom right here, you can see we have a level 1 to 3, 4 to 5, and a 6+. The students choose the exam questions which are related to their target grade and complete those in a blue book, which we then mark every 2 weeks. They then have a chance to purple pen them and improve them. This means at the end of the GCSE, they have a blue book which is entirely full of GCSE exam questions to revise from. Our students can be really, really good at completing these 6+ tasks, and they can put in as much or as little effort as they can, and we are very sure that they're getting the key content because we've put the most important content pre-typed. Part of GCSE Geography involves some field trips. We do one field trip to Bristol, an urban area, where we have to do an environmental impact assessment. We have to compare the deprivation across the city. And then we also go to Dawlish Warren, where we look at management styles. So we look at all the different sort of management that they've put in place, like the groins, the seawall, the riprap, and we judge them and we start to see whether or not that this is actually working and it's preventing longshore drift. However, over the 2 years, there is an option to take up a totally voluntary field trip. It is a residential, and we go to the Eden Project. Whilst there, students undertake a variety of different workshops which relate to their GCSE, but they also get a chance to do some fun activities such as co-steering, zip wire, and a few other sort of activities within the Eden Project itself. Our students really enjoy GCSE Geography, and as you can see, quite a few students really enjoy our new booklets. We have a really good relationship with our students, and we understand that they can come and ask us for help at any point. The point of these booklets is that throughout a lesson, we're able to meet and talk to each of our students, and they're able to ask questions. We check their folders, and every 2 weeks they feel that their work has been evaluated and feedback has been given. Geography doesn't just have to lead to something that's traditionally geography based. There are quite a variety of different jobs that you can do within geography. A lot of our students go on to pick other different careers. However, they've really enjoyed taking GCSE Geography, and it's just helped them have a wider knowledge of the world around them.